Since we on the topic of crazy shit.
Sir.
Adam 22.
Gotta stop texting.
What's up with Crip Mac, man? What's up with that guy? I fuck with Crip Mac though. I fuck with him. But like, what's up with him, bro?
The whole room started giggling when you said that.
Shit.
I mean, I seen a video of him, like a YouTube short with like 300, 400,000 views at one point of him just banging his set and saying all the shit that he says.
Yeah.
And I was just like that interview, honestly, the first one, I did more than anything, I just wanted to meet him. I was like, I gotta see if this guy's actually like this, you know? And he came in and he was, I mean, he pretty much just is like that. Like, he kind of is a different version of himself every time he comes in, I feel like.
Right.
And I think he has schizophrenia or something. So like, and I also feel like it's like different levels of drunkenness or highness or whatever. Like, I've seen him high as fuck where he's kind of weird. And like sometimes he's drunk and just having like such a great time and shit. So I mean, there's a lot of different versions of him. But I mean, I think he's a great guy. I mean, it sucks seeing what happened to him because he's pretty much just getting taken advantage of left and right by everybody who claims that they're trying to help him out. But you know, I don't know. He's about to go sit down for like a year. He said.
A year? For what?
A gun.
Oh shit.
Well, that'll do it.
He's not a person who should be without a gun. Realistically.
Wow.
I think I understand what you're saying, but I'm like,
I guess you're pro NRA.
Oh yeah, but I mean, just for him, I mean, okay, his probation or whatever said he couldn't leave LA. Because realistically, I mean, he could move to fucking Vegas or Kansas or some shit and probably never have to deal with any of the gang shit. But in LA, yeah, he's a controversial guy, and there's a lot of people who probably would like to.
What's LA like now? Because I know, like, with this RICO thing that's going on with all the gang sets, I battled somebody out there that was a part of a set, and I did some research on him. I like to be factual when I battle. So like, if I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say something that you could look up and be like, oh shit, this shit is real. So I looked a bit, I got his rap sheet. I got some, some info here and there. But when I got the information, they were like, yo, stop asking about this guy because he's on that list. And I'm like, what list? And it was like the terrorist list. That's what they consider gang members now. So there's a Clean Neighborhood Act where they're kind of like moving in on all these gang-related rappers or whatever because these guys are considered terrorists at this point. And to be honest, you can kind of like make sense of it. When you think about Larry Hoover and what he went down for, it makes
it's not
it's not far-fetched.
The guidelines of what's considered a terrorist.
I mean, we've been dealing with that when George Bush declared urban terrorists. When he declared urban terrorists, he was talking about the inner city people he was talking about.
Right. Yeah. So what's it like in LA now? Like,
I mean, I didn't even know about all that, so that sounds crazy. But
I broke this whole shit down in the battle with Geechee Gotti.
Okay, right, yeah, because I went to the that like Drake birthday battle. That was the first battle I ever went to, and it was like all Crips, like all Crip on Crip bars. So that was pretty wild. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit definitely just goes down all the time. You hear about crazy ass gang related shit going down. I mean, it's definitely, I think, less than it was at a certain point in history. And like when I've gone to like different projects in LA, like I always kind of ask that, like, what compare this to like 1995, compare this to 2010, et cetera. And like they always kind of act like shit has cooled down a lot. Cause like in the actual neighborhoods, they'll have hella cameras. So much easier to track somebody's license plate or whatever. So I mean, knowing that, it's kind of crazy to imagine how shit must have been going down back in the day.
Without it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, dudes are definitely, I mean, it's the most gang-oriented fucking city on earth. I mean, it's like, it's such a inseparable part from it. But like with the YSL RICO, that kind of made me start thinking like, okay, well, how many people in LA have a street thing that pretty much has the same name as their official thing?
Right.
And they're just banging their gang, but it's also their LLC.
Right.
And how long is it, like seeing how they put the whole the whole Young Thug thing together, it's like, well, why couldn't they do that to a lot of people in rap?
They probably have.
Maybe we find
We're just
out.
waiting on the rollout.
Young Thug thing, they had shit from like 10 years ago in it.
Yeah.
They had group text conversations from him in 2015. I was like, wow.
Hence the rollout.
Yeah, it's the rollout.
It's the rollout.
You know, when boys don't come unless they know they got you.
With the federal government, they can indict you and you could be indicted for 5 years without them actually picking you up. So that's 5 years that they get to follow you, keep information on you, build a case. 5 years.
Yes.
And you could already be indicted.
And you walking around chilling.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah. The feds you could be walking around with a federal indictment and they could keep the indictment on you for 5 years without picking you up.
And you wouldn't even know.
Most of the informants, and this is what people don't understand, most informants, that's what is going on. They have already been, maybe some informants get picked up and get put right back out in the system.
And they get paid too, right?
Well, that's a whole different system. Like, but yeah, they have paid informants, yeah. You know, but usually the informants they pick up is trying to get out of their case.
Out of this situation.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
The
That's their
situation
payment.
that they in.
Right.
Now, once you get out that situation, the feds, you work for them forever at that point.
Yeah.
And yes, then they have a system where they could put you on the payroll and you get paid, you know, and you give them the information that have nothing to do with your original.
That's why at this point, when you see like 6ix9ine starting issues with people, you gotta wonder, is this a setup?
Yeah.
Wonder.
You don't even have to wonder.
Yeah, like assume the worst, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just steer clear at this point. I don't
It's
even know
kind
why
of
you
amazing that he feels the confidence to be able to talk all crazy and shit, knowing that, like, I mean, I assume he has to check in, right? Like he has his federal connects. They probably hit him up.
Yeah.
He probably texts him.
They're probably giving them. They're probably giving them paperwork.
Yo, you are one of the illest snipers.
Yeah,
Just saying, like, you think about it, like.
They probably do.
I think he has to do whatever they tell him, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
I think it could be a continuous process. Like, one of the things I thought was so funny is when he had those little boogers from fucking Bushwick with him on the Akademiks thing.
I can't let you call them boogers.
All right, I'm sure
Can't
they're
let you
great
call
guys.
them
I'm sure they're the hardest dudes in the world, right? But they're like, when they're trying to get them to justify why they're kicking it with him, they're like, what kind of man would I be if I walked away from this money that's gonna feed my family? It's like they kept saying that.
That would literally make you a man.
But they didn't really
Like,
say.
if you found another way.
But they didn't
Remember
really
we said
say.
about moral integrity?
Yeah.
They didn't say we're fucking with him because we're just fucking with him. They said no, we're fucking with him because there's bread involved.
Yeah, I don't think
That's the whole thing. How did 6ix9ine not tell them not to say that? That's the whole thing you're supposed to be hiding.
What?
But why?
How can he tell them what to do? Period.
I mean,
At
if you're
this
gonna
point-
hire an actor, they're supposed to read their lines.
Yo,
I mean,
Yeah, but
no wonder you make $1 million a month. You good at this motherfucking thing, yo.
I'm not saying that the entirety of their street shit is acting at all, but them acting like they respect 6ix9ine, I mean that.
Unless the actor owns the studio,
Yeah.
then he pretty much says what he wants.
Right.
If you work for me,
Work for hire?
Yeah. More power to him.
Yeah, he didn't even flinch when he said, "This the only rap that we jacking." You heard? Like
Yeah,
he didn't even.
that was funny.
But
Like,
you
he-
ain't seen them together, right? Since then, or at least not like well publicized. I feel like that was kind of when he was like, "I'm not putting out another song. Fuck this."
It doesn't. It's crazy, but a lot of people are fucked up out here, man.
In what capacity?
All right, and it's in the same way where, like, when I was fucked up, and I would bust certain moves that morally I know is wrong, and now like I stay clear of that shit completely, because there's other ways to do shit. But in those moments, I was compromised by my situation. I think those guys, just like a lot of people out here who do strange things for change, are compromised by this situation.
Absolutely. Just like Shotty and them, they just, you know, new young guys that is
They
in the
saw the
same
money.
situation that those guys was
They
in.
saw the money.
Some of them
and
are
listen-
artists.
And they didn't, yeah.
They thinking that if they connect with him, maybe they could get popping with their rap thing. It's the same
I mean,
situation.
let's keep this honest. People don't understand the level of cheating 6ix9ine had behind him. Other than 50 Cent, he had literally the biggest budget in hip hop history. Like the level of cheating he had. There's a lot of beef that got squashed because they thought it was street shit. No, he had enough power to stop their records from being played. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I had a meeting about that because he stifled an artist's music based on an interview we did. And he didn't even know it. It's just whoever he was signed to, his pops is like, yo, Dad, this guy's fucking up my artist's music. All right, well, that's why he laughing. He know. We'll slow down your music budget.
I mean, I don't know like specifically, but do I doubt it? No, bro. Not really.
Yeah.
Like the power he had, I don't even think he realized. Anybody that beefed with him, watch their record sales. It went down if they were all tied into the same label. Ebro spoke about it. You know who I'm talking about, right, Mec?
Yeah, but that's not new. Like there's
But
always
who
been
y'all
somebody who
talking
could.
Elliot and Lucian. No. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.